Assalamu alaikum. Today I'm going to share with you a halal growth stock that I think is flying under the radars of a lot of investors. When I say halal, I mean I'm comfortable investing in it from a halalness perspective. And when I say growth, I'm referring to the fact that I think it's going to grow faster than the overall market in the coming years. But before I tell you what stock that is, if you're looking to buy stocks and you live in the United States, I'd recommend trying out M1 Finance. Link in the description if you'd like to support the channel. And without further ado, let's get started. The growth stock that I want to talk to you about today is Upwork, ticker symbol UPWK. As usual, we're going to start our analysis by examining the halalness rating of Upwork. And then I'm going to talk about the merits of investing in Upwork from a halalness perspective. And then finally, I'm going to let you know what I'll be doing. So what is Upwork? What does it sell? Basically, Upwork is the largest marketplace for freelance work in the world. Here's a video explaining how Upwork works.
Upwork is where you'll find skilled contractors delivering great work and top value. They range from web and mobile developers to graphic designers, writers, customer support reps, and more. Here's how it works. First, find your freelancer by posting a job on Upwork. It's fast and simple. Tell us about your project and what skills you need. Also, add your budget and deadline. Right away, we'll send you a short list of people we think best match your needs. In hours, freelancers will begin bidding on your job too. Then narrow your choices by browsing freelancer profile pages to compare ratings, reviews, portfolios, and previous job experience. Next, you're ready to hire. Once the job is finished, you pay through Upwork. Upwork payment protection ensures you only pay for work you authorize.
There are two ways in which Upwork makes money. It charges fees on all the transactions that are done on its site. It also has a tiered subscription plan that users can subscribe to in order to access different features. From a halalness perspective, there is nothing wrong with the way that Upwork makes its money. Now, in terms of their dealings with interest, whether that's interest income or interest expense, they have virtually no interest income. In terms of their interest expense, as a percentage of total expenses, their interest expense was less than 1%. So interest plays a very minor role in this company's financials. In terms of their impact on society and the environment, Upwork enables people to work remotely. And so when you do this, you have less need for people to commute to work. And that's obviously good for the environment. Upwork also helps people from around the world to monetize their skills in a way that they previously weren't able to. So for example, the intro to this video was made by someone in Indonesia. So Upwork has enabled millions of people globally to earn a decent and honorable living through their platform. And at the same time, Upwork enables individuals and businesses to access this talent, which makes their operations easier, more efficient, and more effective. So in summary, I think that Upwork's revenue comes from halal. They have very limited dealings with interest. And I think that they have a net positive impact on society and the environment. So I'm comfortable investing in Upwork from a halalness perspective. Now let's talk about the merits of Upwork stock as an investment. One of the main things that I think Upwork has going for it right now is that it is the right business at the right time. What do I mean by this? Well, we're all seeing how the nature of work is changing very rapidly. Individuals and companies are getting more and more comfortable with working and hiring remotely. This was a clear trend even before the pandemic, and now after the pandemic, this trend has become even more clear. And what we're seeing is that freelance work, in terms of the customers of this work, it's no longer limited to individuals and small businesses. Even larger businesses are opting frequently to use freelance work. And it makes sense, right? The outlook for the global economy is very uncertain, And therefore, it makes sense to use labor that is flexible as opposed to hiring full-time employees that you are committed to for the long term. So remote work is becoming undeniably more mainstream, and I don't think that genie is going back in the bottle anytime soon. And Upwork is in a great position to benefit from this trend. So they're the right business at the right time, which I think is often half the battle. The second half of the battle is being the best in the business. Perhaps the two biggest freelance platforms are Upwork and Fiverr. The difference between Upwork and Fiverr is that with Upwork, you simply specify the job you want done, and then different freelancers will bid on the job you post. With Fiverr, on the other hand, the freelancers will specify the jobs that they're willing to do and the prices that they'll charge for them. And then as a customer, you can shop around different freelancer offers and pick the one that you find the most attractive. From a freelancer's perspective, Upwork is good if you're looking for long-term, high-margin customers, whereas Fiverr is good if you're looking to pump out low-margin, high-volume jobs. From my personal experience using both platforms, the quality of work you can expect from Fiverr is typically lower than the quality of work you get from Upwork. Having said this, Fiverr work is typically cheaper as well. So I think that the markets that Upwork and Fiverr cater to are somewhat different. Fiverr caters to the high volume, low margin freelancer work and typically attracts smaller customers, whereas Upwork caters to high margin, low volume work and typically caters to more sophisticated customers and larger companies. In terms of Upwork's moat, I think that Upwork is benefiting immensely from the network effect. And what I mean by this is that because they are the biggest marketplace for freelancers and customers that are looking for freelance work, if you're a freelancer or a customer, the first place you're going to think about going is Upwork, because the chances of finding what you're looking for are the highest on their platform. And this dynamic makes their network increase in strength over time. So I think this is a moat that is often very hard to get over if you're a competitor of Upwork. Now let's talk about Upwork's financials. Since their IPO in 2018, Upwork stock has basically been in the doghouse. It lost around 25% of its value in this 2-year span. So it debuted at around $20 a share. Now it's trading at around $15 a share. However, looking at their financials, I like what I see. In their most recent quarter, they reported 19% revenue growth year over year. Their gross margins year over year remained at 71%, which is crazy high. Their revenue from the trailing 12 months was around $330 million. If you look at their balance sheet, they have around $150 million in cash and total debt of just around $40 million. They are still losing money, but their gross margins are, as we said, around 71%. So their loss of money is coming from increased spending on development and marketing to fuel growth. And I'm okay with this dynamic. As you've probably seen in my previous stock picks, I'm okay with investing in pre-profit companies so long as I see a clear path towards profitability, because I want to be there when the company reaches profit. I don't want to buy the company at post-profit prices. I want to buy at pre-profit prices. So I like Upwork stock at their current valuation at around $1.5 billion. I think this company has the potential to become a $5 to $10 billion company over the next 3 to 5 years, especially if they're able to post a really solid profit during this time. And so in my mind, there's a real opportunity to between 3 and 5x my money over the next 3 to 5 years. So I'm going to start building a position in Upwork stock. Now make sure you do your own due diligence and invest accordingly. I'm obviously not your financial advisor. Before I leave, if you're looking to buy stocks in the United States, try out M1 Finance, link in the description to support the channel. If you found anything in this video beneficial, I'd really appreciate if you left a like, subscribe for more content like this, and shout out to all the people that leave likes on my videos. I really appreciate that. Your encouragement really motivates me to increase my output. So thank you for that. Until next time, make sure to take care of yourself. Assalamu alaikum and peace be upon you all.